All right, we live. We live. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Here we go. Let's make sure I got everything all squared away here, but it looks like we are live. How's it going, everybody? Hey, good to see you guys. Oh my gosh. Everyone, get in here. Oh, guys, you know what's hilarious about this whole thing? Is I was like, okay, I want to do something fun because we don't have a podcast today because Jacob's coming back tomorrow. Well, I'm a goof and I forgot that Jacob actually comes back today. So he's either on his way home or like going to be home like any minute. So he might be jumping in here to crash the party, and that'd be pretty cool. But odds are he's gonna be pretty tired either way. So you're working on a neck beard. so the bad joke of this whole thing that's going on here is that you guys know I can't grow a beard. You guys just know I can't. But why not try? In the spirit of Kamina, why not pierce the heavens and just see what happens? I'm trying to keep all neck stuff avoided here, but it ends up just being these little patches that are here. So whatever. Do what I can. Got greetings from Germany. Shout out where y'all are at. I wanna know like how many different areas of the world we got coming in here and stuff. Dan, hey, how's it going, Dan? I didn't know you were an anime fan. Yeah, me neither. I just discovered it recently when I watched this show called Gurren Lagann, and suddenly the whole world was opened up to me, and being an anime fan just made sense. It just did. Right? Yeah. So I don't know what Jacob has done at Anime Expo beyond meeting a bunch of people. So we'll probably get to ask him some questions about that later. It's going pretty well, Sammy. Thanks for asking. I'm having a pretty good day so far. I played a lot of Frisbee earlier, and I keep forgetting to bring my phone so that I can do those little story things they got on Patreon. Good evening from the UK. Yeah, awesome. Glad to see you here, Pyre. What kind of clothing combination is that? Certified weeb. Yep, basically. Watashi ga gita. Yeah, I don't know if Jacob watched the MHA movie. I would say no. Not 100% sure though. Let me see any other questions I missed up here. Got people coming from Ireland, New Jersey, Sweden, Poland, England, Spain, Finland, Brazil, Wisconsin, England, Northern Ireland. Oh, wait. How are you guys liking the Chimera Ant arc in Hunter x Hunter so far? We're really liking it. It's probably it's up there in terms of of all the other Hunter x Hunter arcs that we've had thus far in terms of just information getting thrown at us. So it's a little bit tough to keep up with everything, but really enjoying it a lot. With love from Denmark. Viridiant. Yo, Caleb, I think I'm in the same general area as you two. I live in Seattle. Yo, dude. Yeah, we're right in that area. I don't want to be too specific so no one stalks us or anything, but yeah, we're within a very short distance from Seattle. If you play Frisbee, you will probably just bump into me one day by going to all the pickup Frisbee games in that area. Jacob probably watched Attack on Titan Season 3 episode at Anime Expo. Oh, I'll have to ask him about that. Because he's read ahead in the manga and everything. As far as I'm concerned, he's all caught up and everything. So I could see him totally doing that because he just can't wait. I've heard from him in particular that this arc of Attack on Titan is going to be one that really gets into the headspace of all the craziness that is in Attack on Titan. Lots of awesome stuff to look forward to. Ooh, question from Kami is, will you two ever review manga and post your reviews on your YouTube channel? Okay, so Berserk is one of those shows that is making me think like I will eventually just get into manga. It might be my entry point because of how good the anime is, just the story overall, and then just knowing that it's not really continuing in a format that's enjoyable. Berserk CG. So we'll see. That is the highest likelihood of it happening, but right now I can't confirm anything specific yet. Hold on, a lot of comments, guys, just trying to make sure I get to as many as I can. Dude, life is awesome. Life is legit. We got shout outs from Poland, from Canada. So this guy's a weeb. Disgusting. Yes, filthy anime fan right here. All right. Kill la Kill was talked about in the Discord server yesterday a bit. Have you planned on putting it into polls in the future? Kill la Kill was put in one poll, I think, a long while back, and it didn't really get as much positive response, I think, because it was up against shows like Hunter x Hunter. So obviously, Hunter x Hunter is pretty legendary, so it won out the polls at that point. Shout out from Japan. Shout out from Japan. Yeah. We got someone in Russia. It's 1 a.m. in Russia. How about Overlord? Overlord is not very high on our list of shows, unfortunately. It's on the list, but it's not very high. Another question. Do you guys have plans for RWBY Volume 5 soundtrack reaction? So, not definitely. I could see us potentially slotting it in our recording sessions this week, but we weren't on some kind of a rush to make it happen. So that's why you guys haven't seen that. Whereas we did do it last time, because last time when RWBY Volume 4's soundtrack came out, there was a little bit more of a hype to wait for it. And also we had less stuff that we were recording, so we had more time to do that. And also we're getting potentially new editors soon as well, so we might have more time for videos like that. I'm just excited for the rest of your guys' reaction to the rest of Hype Q. Hype Q, guys! Oh, man. I don't know if I can confidently say it, but Hype Q is a special show for me in particular, as being someone that really loves character-driven stories, and I'm a sports fan. At least I play a sport, so I understand that whole team dynamic stuff. Hype Q is special to me. So, yeah, I'm excited to watch more Hype Q as well. Hey, Zufu, good to see you there. Chewed, South Carolina boys. I wonder if people are going to get accidentally ignored. Yeah, please repeat your questions if it doesn't get answered. I'm sorry. My other half isn't here to catch all the questions and stuff. Do you think Bakugo should train under Gran Torino to increase his maneuverability? Haven't thought about it. Don't know. Rank the shonen you reacted to. I can't do that. Like, I don't really have a specific rank with them for regards right now. Like, they get different things out of me discussion wise, and I think you can just kind of get the gist that like Haikyuu is probably the most like raw enjoyment for me in terms of shonen, but like MHA and Hunter x Hunter and JoJo's, they each fulfill a very different type of enjoyment. So I really love them as well. From what I heard, the MHA movie is good for any fan watching the current episodes. Cool. Hey, Murder of Birds. Salutations, dude. We're meeting in 3.5 weeks. Yo, what? I know, guys. So for those of you here, guys, Jacob and I are doing our official first fan meetup whole shindig at RTX Austin this year, which is happening in less than 3 weeks, or less than 4 weeks. But oh my gosh, we're so excited. And Jacob just got back from Anime Expo, so he's gonna teach me the ways of navigating a large convention and stuff, which will be pretty cool. Keltjin asks, with Sam, you guys planning on doing a Volley 5 soundtrack reaction? Most likely, can't give you a date to when that's gonna happen. How did you guys come to start this channel? Was it just something you thought about one day? Yeah, basically, we were thinking of doing. I was thinking of doing a YouTube channel for like the last like 4 or 5 years, and I made a bunch of dumb ideas for a channel, and none of them really worked. But Jacob was like, "Hey, we should do some sort of reaction type review thing for RWBY, just because it's our show that's getting us inspired to create our own works." Like Jacob was writing his book and stuff, so we should just do that and see if it works, and it worked. So here we are. Are you following the World Cup? I don't really know too much about football. I am pretty uneducated in that whole arena, so not really, no. Tsukisha McKay asks, am I your favorite character from Haikyuu? You have a very high potential to be my favorite character from Haikyuu, Tsukishima. But as you can see right now, I'm sporting a very specific jersey. So, yeah. I'm more of a gwat and squat kind of guy than a kind of guy. Hey, have you guys seen my fan art on Twitter? I drew you as MHA characters. Oh, I must have missed that. I'll go check that. Hope Jacob didn't sneak a look at the new JoJo. Oh, shoot. I'm guessing there were a lot of things that Jacob wasn't able to see at Anime Expo because he was very targeted. Like, Jacob solo going, where things go, he's on a mission. Like, he gets things done. So, yeah. Which one is the one called Caleb? I am the one called Caleb. Thank you for asking. How much do you care about the MHA movie? Do you care less because it's a movie, or are you still hyped for it? Well, see, I know that a lot of anime movies tend to be not canon, so I'm excited for it because it's more MHA content, but I'm only a little bit more excited for it than I would be for watching like an MHA OVA, which, by the way, I still think we haven't watched that one MHA OVA, so yeah. Caleb, I know you guys are way behind, but JoJo Part 5, boys. Oh, man. Like, we are having so much fun with JoJo's. Like, I don't get how, like, JoJo's as a show has continued on for so long, despite being so wacky. Like, it's a testament to how broad the anime fan base is as a whole to, like, watch all these kinds of things. Hi, Caleb. Any news on the waifu husbando video? It is getting finished, like, right now, probably. I can't tell you exactly when, but you might be seeing it very soon. Who knows? Do those glasses actually function as sunglasses? I would totally wear those out. They don't function as sunglasses, but they sure do make everything orange. Like, when I take these off, my eyes are going to be so screwed up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Caleb, wait. No, the chat just scrolled down really quickly. No. I just missed a whole ton of comments. Crap. Oh, no. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, people are talking about, you guys need to watch Steins Gate Zero ASAP. Shit is good. Oh, we're going to watch Steins Gate Zero. Don't worry. Like, it'll happen. You don't want Yandere fans stalking you. Boring. Yeah, no. I hope Jacob didn't sneak into the JoJo Part 5 first episode. No, he wouldn't do that. Any general opinions on JoJo Part 3 so far? It's literally like, around the world in 80 days, the JoJo version. It's fantastic. I love it. Berserk manga reviews, do it for volume. We'll see. We have watched Erased. At least we'll always have the bloopers. Yes, Jacob is going to make me watch the bloopers for the English dub of Berserk. Which, by the way, I have watched now, like, the first 2 episodes of Berserk in the dub, and it's pretty good. Like, the Berserk dub is pretty legit. Do I praise the sun? Always. Praise the sun. But the thing is, I say it in the tone of the Attack on Titan abridge. Praise the walls, but instead it's praise the sun. Oh, man. RTX 2018. Yeah. All right. How good are you at running, Caleb? I'm pretty good. When you say run, I start running. I'm going to scroll down a bit because I feel like I'm missing the live kind of questions coming in. Have you guys seen Parasite the Maxim? No, but Parasite is on the list now because someone was saying to me over the course of like our channel that I shouldn't be worried about the gore potential kind of body, transforming side of things because it's not as disgusting as my squeamish self would, be unable to handle. Do you watch anime by yourself? Jacob does, and he kind of just says like, hey, by the way, I'm just going to watch this one. Because Jacob's been watching lots more anime than I have. So, yeah. How high on your list is Hajime no Ippo? It's incredible and not too long either. Hajime no Ippo is a show that I think will end up replacing a longer show for like a longer show's pull. Like when, I don't know, maybe Hunter x Hunter ends or something. How do you feel about Steins Gate? Steins Gate is probably one of my top anime of all time. If I had to just pick one anime and say it's my favorite, Steins Gate would probably be my favorite. I've probably rewatched it like 7 or 8 times. I do like Avatar: The Last Airbender more because of the nostalgia value and a lot of the messages not being lost because of over-reliance on specific anime tropes. But then again, like you get the best of both worlds. Steins Gate is a little bit more adult, kind of anime for anime fans kind of show. Avatar: The Last Airbender has like anime inspirations, but it's more or less a cartoon, marketed, for kind of a young adult, younger kids audience with a lot of deep stuff in it. I swear, most of the anime you are currently watching I've yet to see other than MHA. Dan, there's some good anime we're watching. I think you would very much like Haikyuu. If you like MHA, you would love Haikyuu. Caleb, you are not ready for season 3 of Haikyuu. No, I don't think I am. No, definitely not. Why is he not honored that I'm watching him? No, we have not seen Tokyo Ghoul. Can we look forward to seeing Hinamatsuri appearing on future polls? Definitely. We're very excited to see that one at some point. I'm not really a sports fan, but I just finished season 1 of Haikyuu due to the ways you guys talk about it, and it's amazing. Yes, Haikyuu is so good. Did you know Kamina's glasses are actually supposed to be red? AnyTuber Best Guy Ever made a video explaining it. Ah, interesting. I did not know that. Hey, thanks, Hologram. Yes, I'm having a great day. Glad to hear that your art stuff is going really well. And you see Caleb watching himself through the glasses is something special. Oh, man. So, guys, I'm going to scroll down a bit. There's a bunch of things here. I want to ask questions now and go for a kind of a targeted specific area. So we have a hiatus coming up with My Hero Academia. And My Hero Academia is in the middle of its 3rd season. And kind of without going into spoiler territory, let's keep things on the kind of the first half of season 3 that's come out. What are some of the things that you feel like season 3's first half just kind of killed it on and you think warrants some really good discussion for here on stream? Rennie Santos, Caleb, I'm glad reactors like you and Jacob exist. Reactors who know technical stuff about writing and have long talks after the episode. Well, like sometimes we aren't as good on the technical side of things, but thank you so much. I really appreciate that there are a small crowd of you that do watch all the discussions, and sometimes the discussions aren't probably as good as some of the others. Like, because sometimes I like more and more recently I've actually been like, for some reason, like not catching things as they appear on screen and stuff, and it kind of ruins the discussion for some people. I've been having some talks with people on Discord about how I can improve that. Break through the heavens with your drill, Caleb. Yes. Please, Caleb, I beg of you, look up the Haikyuu stage play. You will love it. Oh my. I will look into that. As long as it's spoiler safe. Saw Jacob at Anime Expo. He looked very lost. Oh, poor guy. Oh, that's cool. I mean, Jacob's such a big guy. Like you see him and you're like, whoa, that's Jacob. Like you recognize him immediately because he just stands out amongst the crowd. All right. So we got some of the things here. The All for One presentation was super amazing. I can't stress it enough. I love the music he got, and all of that from Jason Bright. Hey, Jason. Yeah, All for One was something that they could have really flopped on because they didn't give him that much screen time. To think about like how fast he was brought onto the front line, so to speak, and was removed from the action. That's something that I think a lot of superhero stories in general, they don't like to do, because there's this feeling that you have to have this great epic big bad that hides in the shadows, and once they're coming out to, you know, deal with things, they can't just lose immediately. So having All for One have this terrifying presence that he brings out, and also a lot of emotion in that he seems to be very much, you can see where Shigaraki got a lot of his ideals from, in that he does this primarily to spite All Might. Like, he has his own goals beyond that, and I'm really curious to figure out what kind of legacy he left behind other than Shigaraki. That's part of my like theory about All for One, is that his presence will be felt despite him being imprisoned. Kaido Dan, fights that had weight to it, not just fights that dragged on just to be a spectacle. Okay, this is something that MHA has constantly killed on. I think the only time they, kind of dragged it on a little bit were like a couple fights in the tournament. But the thing is, the tournaments is just a way to showcase everyone's individual stuff, so that when they're interacting with villains, we know how everyone works together and stuff. But yes, there are so many fights with MHA that boil down to very, very simple fights, like very basic, like short fights, but have so much extra weight to it because of the power of the characters behind it. And that simple but well executed presentation is just one of the reasons why I love MHA so much. Midoriya versus Muscular was top 3 for the first half. Midoriya versus Muscular is one of those things that I feel like I don't appreciate it as much as most other people do. Probably because I came from a history of really disliking shonen. And Muscular versus Midoriya is like classic shonen cheese, like power-ups through like protecting that one person. But MHA did it in a very special way because of how they built up Kota's character. And I really felt something deep when you had Midoriya essentially realizing he was probably going to die from this whole thing, even though you know he was going to be fine. But the fact that he kind of like called out to his mom and All Might in that what he thought were his final moments, which it was pure and precious. The essence of being a hero with Deku and Kota as well as All Might. Yeah, I really feel like Kota was one of the most important side characters they ever added for My Hero Academia. You can see how they're mirroring not just Deku, but also Shigaraki in a very clever way. In that I actually think that if you looked at just Kota's little mini arc, and you extrapolate out from that to the grander scale of where Shigaraki is going, they basically told you how My Hero Academia would end by Kota's characters, not really redemption, but essentially coming full circle. They really killed it with the pacing. Is running like episode or 2 ahead of my predictions. Yeah, it's something that My Hero Academia has constantly been pretty good on, other than a little bit in the end of the second season and the middle of the first season. They've just done a fantastic job of pacing. That the heroes kind of lost. Yeah, it's pretty crazy to think about. Like, they did. Fights, choreography, and MHA got a lot better for sure. Yeah, I feel like the choreography in MHA wasn't ever really a pull for me. It's just that they did little things here and there, especially with not necessarily choreography, but utilizing everyone's powers in an ensemble cast at the forest scene. That was fantastic. Any characters in Class 1A in particular like to see more character development for? Yeah, there's a bunch of the girls that just have no character. They're just non-existent right now. I would really appreciate that. I just joined. I have no idea what's happening with the glasses, but I like it. Welcome, Jess511. Yeah, the glasses are a Kamino reference from Gurren Lagann. If you haven't watched Gurren Lagann, that is your next mission. Guguk made a great video on MHA fights. Yeah, someone basically gave me the spoiler-free version so I didn't have to watch it because apparently there were some Hunter x Hunter spoilers in there. You can't believe people hype MHA. It's total garbage. There's nothing special or unique. Well, here's the thing that's really curious is MHA is one of those shows that is very much like a lot of other shonen in the way that it presents itself and in the way it does its characters. I would argue, though, that you'd be hard-pressed to find an All Might in any other show. Like, just go ahead, anyone in the chat, like, I'd love to be proven wrong. Tell me of a show that has a character that All Might, ripped off, essentially. I'll wait. But to go with your thing there, yes, I think that MHA is not that unique. That's not the thing that MHA does well. The thing that MHA does well is it takes what we love about shonen, the reason why shonen are one of the most popular anime, genres, and perfects the execution of it in a lot of ways. So I totally get the criticism, but I can't agree with you on like it being total garbage at all. All right. Northern. Quick question. Will you two watch Berserk 2016, 2017, even though the animations are kind of bad? Would love it. No. No, not happening. Jacob said that's just not going to happen. Where's Jacob? Jacob is not back from Anime Expo yet. A Haikyuu jersey. Yes, exactly. Woo! All right. Considering how much both of you guys loved Gurren Lagann, I'm surprised you haven't seen Kill la Kill since it's made by almost the entirely same staff. Would love to see a reaction. That sounds awesome. Yeah, it just hasn't been high up on our our demand to see it. Why do I not get a notice when you're streaming? I don't know. YouTube is not all about giving notifications these days. So hey, just like all those other YouTubers do, be sure to hit that bell and subscribe so that you can get more notifications when we're doing stuff like this. Also, by the way, a plug for my Twitter, though, or for the Twitter we have for the channel, because a lot of people have told me that the best way for them to get notifications, this is really sad, about when we have a video up or something like that, is that Twitter is really good at making sure that it sends that notification to all the followers. And we don't have that many followers on Twitter comparatively to YouTube. So check that out as well. Cliches aren't always a bad thing. It's all about how you present it. Yeah, I think that another way to look at it is tropes in particular can become cliches, but there are a lot of tropes that exist that we don't know about. And then you go and you look up the tropes that are out there. There's tons of them. This is the point, though, is there is nothing actually unique out there anymore. There are things that are unique combinations of things. That's why I think that All Might is a character that you can totally look at another type of mentor figure and say, yes, they're connected to them, but there's no direct connotation to that. Oh, people are saying Kamina is kind of like All Might. Yeah, Kamina has some connections to All Might. I think the main thing where you're right and that Kamina does have that connection to All Might is that Kamina has this other side of himself that he doesn't show Simone. And when you realize that, that's when Kamina becomes a very special character, because Kamina is not someone we should all aspire to be like exactly. We want to take, in a lot of ways, the ideals that Kamina presents and boosts out with his bravado and shouting and stuff. But if you look at the person of Kamina, he's very flawed. And I think that's in a lot of ways why All Might shouldn't try to make Deku be a clone of him, because All Might has flaws that Deku isn't going to have. So you don't need to pass on your entire self. And that's a very good point, though. Kamina does have a lot of connections with All Might. But, hey, like, I don't think there's, like, almost any character out there that it comes even close in a lot of ways to giving the energy that Kamina does to the viewer. out there. So hey, like I would love to have more characters that emulate Kamina. Like we need more of that. Like that's the good stuff. Here we go. From a critical standpoint, I say Hunter x Hunter is better, but I enjoy MHA more, and that's a personal preference from Little Duck. Hey, Little Duck, you asked the best questions on the podcast. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think that from a critical standpoint, there's a lot of ways in which Hunter x Hunter beats MHA, like on the writing side of things, on the technical kind of story plot structure side of things. And then it's a lot more ambitious than MHA, so its top end in some ways exceeds MHA's top end. But in terms of personal enjoyment, yeah, I would rather have more investment on execution than concept. There's a couple shows out there that I think marry perfectly the idea of perfect, crazy ambitious concept and perfect, crazy well done execution. I would say one of the best examples of that is Bacano. Bacano is so stupidly ambitious in its story and concept and everything. It's crazy show. And then the way they execute it is just, it's beautiful. I love Bacano. But the thing is, Bacano, from like a critical standpoint, it falls in a lot of ways just because it's so hard to get into the show. Oh, Viridiant. Caleb, I'd just like to thank you and Jacob for introducing me to Berserk and Monster. I'm loving both those, and I love Berserk so much that I went ahead and watched the rest of it. That's awesome. Yeah, those shows are fantastic. Good psychological looks into what makes a character kind of, I would say, kind of going through their darker kind of moments and stuff. It's just really good. Have you guys seen Evangelion? Yep. Where's that new Ruby season? Who knows? October, probably, when we get that. Where'd you get the Haikyuu jersey from? I don't know. It was given to us by someone in our mailbox openings. Have either of you seen Devilman Crybaby? Nope. There's a character in Little Witch Academia that is not unlike All Might. Okay. I'll have to ask Jacob about that because he's seen that show. Have you considered putting up a review type videos after you finish a series separate from the final discussion? Yes. So what we used to do when we had a little bit more time was we would do a live stream at the end of watching a show, and we would kind of wrap up the whole thing there. We did that a little bit for My Hero Academia when we like caught up to it with season 2, and that live stream was fantastic. That was probably one of my favorite live streams we've ever done. And we could do more live streams like that. But I think what we'll end up doing just in general is we'll just do more live streaming as a whole once we have a little bit more freedom to do that. And that's when we'll eventually start going to Twitch for our live streaming, which would be pretty cool. Have you guys ever watched Code Geass? Yes, love Code Geass. Has something happening later this year, which I'm not too happy about. But we don't always get what we want. People got to make money. If you like Bacano, have you seen Durarara? No, and I have heard Durarara is not as good as Bacano. So it's not very high on our priority list to watch. Caleb, rank your My Hero Academia openings from your favorite to your least favorite. I think it's Peace Sign. That's my favorite. I think it's the third opening. Yeah, the third opening. So the second half of season 2's opening is my favorite. And then probably the first opening, and then the fourth opening and the second opening are tied. I feel like the second opening spent too much time just kind of going around and showing all the characters before, like kind of preparing for the tournament. So I don't really like it as much. But the music was really good. Any interest in the works of other works of Naoki Urasawa, the author of Monster? Wait, am I getting Urasawa mixed up with Gen Urabuchi, the butcher? Yeah, I am, aren't I? Yeah. So I don't know. What other works by Urasawa are there out there? I would love to know about them. Who's your second favorite character in JoJo's? Because I'm assuming the first is Joseph. Yeah, Joseph is probably our favorite character because he's just had the most time on JoJo's. Speedwagon is pretty hard to beat. Your glasses made me lose my semblance of sanity. Oh my gosh, Caleb, is the destiny of mankind controlled by some transcendental entity or law? I would say maybe. Oh, the second opening is called Peace Signs. Peace Sign. Okay, cool. Gotcha. Ever thought of doing One Piece? Thought, never gonna do it though. Like the thing is that One Piece is so big that when I think of doing One Piece, it's more like, well, maybe if I got into manga and then decided to commit like 6 months to reading it all, that seems a lot more doable than actually doing reactions to it. So yeah, I don't know. Probably not. MHA's final arc is getting planned. That's what I heard. Oh, interesting. That's a thing that always worried me about MHA, was whether or not I was getting roped into another long-running shonen with no plan on the ending. But it feels like Horikoshi knows where he wants this show to go. Oh, MHA is awesome, but the anime can't compare when it comes to Shigaraki's panels. The way Horikoshi draws him sometimes is amazing. Whoa, that's good to know. I think I've seen the one where he's poking out of the portal at the end of season 1. I've seen that panel. It's pretty legit. Viridian, this is a question I get a lot, but I want to answer it here. Caleb, have you and Jacob ever considered having a slot that is decided based on your personal preferences rather than a poll? Every show that we put into the polls choices are our personal preference. So there's nothing on the poll that we don't want to watch, if that makes sense. So we're never going to have it be a thing where we just decide a slot is taken up because we want it. What will happen is, say Attack on Titan Season 3 comes up, we will just add a non-existent slot into thin air, and that will be Attack on Titan. And then one of us will take the hit and have to edit it. I think Jacob's doing it this time because he was wishing he had done the second season's editing, which was my job at the time. So, yeah. One Piece is really good. It has some pacing problems. The reason it's the best-selling anime or comic of all time. Yeah, probably. Butcher, yeah, he wrote Madoka, Psycho-Pass, and Fate Zero. Yes, I love all Gen Urobuchi's stuff. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So good. Have you seen Bungo Stray Dogs? It's great. It's been on polls, I believe, but it hasn't won any yet. Seven Deadly Sins isn't high on our reaction list. Rodmar, hi, I'm depressed these days, but I love your reactions. I hope you keep doing well. Oh, sorry, you're having a rough time, but keep moving forward, buddy. You got this. Glad to hear you're loving our reactions, though. Have you seen Silver Spoon from the same author as Fullmetal Alchemist? We want to see it. We want to see it. I love her work. Do you know Code Geass Season 3? Yes, I know about Code Geass Season 3. Yeah, we will start reacting to Attack on Titan Season 3 when it comes out. Jacob said, and I quote, that he wants to be on the editing of this so that he can get it up as fast as possible, because he really loves Attack on Titan. Hunter x Hunter anime might be coming back if Togashi can finish his current arc. Wow. I heard he was like bedridden, so that would be pretty intense if he could finish it. Would you guys watch more what is this? Someone was saying more sports anime? Like Free or Yuri on Ice. I had Kuroko no Basket recommended to me, like it was up there with Haikyuu, but I've watched like 15 episodes, not even close. Yeah, I think the problem is we started with Haikyuu, and Haikyuu is like the best sports anime there is. So we're probably spoiled for anything else. But hey, who knows? I do like the idea of watching more sports anime. It'd just be a question of will we be able to watch one that's more character focused or more game focused? And I'm not sure. Have you ever heard of the Promised Neverland manga? It'll be an anime in early 2019. It's so good, fam. Well, yes, actually. There's a buddy of mine who I play Frisbee with, actually, who is saying that, like, he knows about the channel and stuff, and he's like, when Promised Neverland comes out, and I think people on a Discord recommend it as well, like, you need to do reactions of the anime adaptation. So, probably going to happen. Ping Pong, the animation when? Ping Pong came this close to winning polls, like, a long time ago. And yeah, who knows now? A lot of these questions I've already answered, but Caleb, any thoughts on watching Gravity Falls? Yeah, I kind of want to watch it at some point, but who knows when that's gonna happen. Just got here. Where's Jacob? Lunar, you know this. Jacob hasn't gotten back from Anime Expo yet. Do you know when your next anime poll might be? Whenever Megalobox or Sorayori, A Place Further in the Universe ends. I think those shows are the closest ones coming up to where we get a new anime poll. I open the stream, I see Caleb and Kamine glasses. Yep, that's the way we do things around here. Oh, man. I love your glasses. I found out y'all headed to Austin in August. Wish I lived there to meet y'all. Yes. Shout out to RTX 2018 in Austin, Texas. Jacob and I will be there, and we will have a full-on meet-up and meet-and-greet thing there at like a restaurant or something. We haven't really figured out like exactly where or when and the logistics of all that, because who knows, maybe too many people show up or no one shows up or whatever, but that's going to happen. So look into that if you're in the area, and I'd love to meet up with you. That'd be really cool. How about Ancient Magus Bride OVAs? I think we'll just watch them on our own time. Also react to PewDiePie talking about Berserk. It's spoilers free, by the way. Also, Baki Season 3 has just been released on Netflix. Check the series too. I don't know what Baki is. We'll see. We probably won't react to another YouTuber's videos on talking about an anime. That sounds a little bit derivative. Oh, Togashi and Araki are very good friends? Oh, that's cool. I like to see where there's some crossover of kind of anime inspiration and stuff. Oh yeah, I've heard about Over the Garden Wall. That's a good show. Have you ever considered watching March Comes In Like a Lion? Yep. We have had numerous recommendations for it. Oh, Darth Nazgul, have you been reading my Stan Tarot card analysis comments for JoJo? The mods on Discord have been passing them along. Yes, we've been loving those. I haven't gotten that many of them, but if they're, totally chill, like, kind of spoiler-free stuff, like things like that, you can send them to us on Twitter as well. I love reading analysis comments. We've got another YouTube commenter who used to leave like book level comments on specific shows, and we had a lot of fun reading those way back when. Okay, so I'm going to focus the discussion a little bit as we're coming up towards the end of this whole thing here. Is there anything in particular that you really want to ask me that's not as much focused on like a specific show? Like anything that's like, not anime, like, hey, when will you watch this show? When do you recommendations for this show? But any questions that aren't like specifically related to anime, like any technical questions about the channel or anything anything about like RTX Austin coming up, anything along those lines, I would love to hear about that, and I can answer them to a big group of you all here. Yeah, we've probably been asked to watch whatever show you're recommending if you're asking that question. Lunar, yes. Lunar is saying, yo, at me with those tarot card analysis, and I'll pass them on when I can. On Discord, of course. Very cool. Yes. Let me know what you think. Here's an idea for longer anime reactions like Gintama. You could react to specific arcs in episode, just do a summary discussion about less important parts. It's a possibility. The reflection in the glasses. Yeah, you can learn a lot about this environment by looking at the reflections. Yes, I do know that the glasses reflect the monitors. Yep. Because I can see my own, myself on the stream over there. Game of Thrones Season 8. Yep, we'll be doing reaction to that. 50K special. We'll see. I mean, if all goes well, in just around a month, we'll probably hit 50K. I mean, maybe a little bit longer. We'll see. Any merch? We have some merch. it's in a link on all the description of our videos, but it's like, it's nothing crazy. So it's there, though. There's stuff that will go specifically to help support Jacob's book, though. And I think that merch is even better than our channel merch. So you should check that out. Will you ever watch Westworld? Okay, I'm looking for see if there's any other ones. Yeah, we'll probably watch Westworld at some point. But, do you regret doing 2 episodes a week for Hunter x Hunter? The Hunter x Hunter thing. So Hunter x Hunter is a show that I in particular I feel like have had the most trouble with because one, it gives so much information that I just lose it, and I'm a little bit scatterbrained as a person, so I forget things very easily. And watching 2 episodes a week does make there be more info at a time that we're going past, so I kind of regret it, yeah, just a little bit. But as a whole, like, I don't mind because like the show itself is, you know, a very long show, so, you know, getting it done a little bit sooner is nice. But yeah, it's not something I have any like serious problems with or what have you. And dogs or cats? Both. I love cats though. Like I if I had to choose one, I would probably pick cats because I've actually like lived with cats and stuff. Yes, I do live with Jacob. We are working on getting a studio, just a place specifically where we can record, because we're recording like literally in Jacob's room right now, so, which kind of doubles as my room as well. Is anything replacing the MHA slot for tomorrow? No, don't expect anything to replace the MHA slot tomorrow. Have spoilers ever got to you while reacting to a show? Yeah, we had a couple in MHA like very early on about like the Nomu, stuff like that, like way in season 1. What are some creative things you like to do in your free time? So you're gonna laugh, but like I used to GM/DM for a Star Wars tabletop RPG. My favorite thing to do was just write tons of NPCs. So I do that sometimes just for fun. Like I will write little NPC characters for a non-existent campaign that I'm not DMing, and I just do that for fun. It's kind of cool. Have you ever had your hair lean to your left? Marcus, you're hilarious. I used to not have that much hair. I just buzz it all off. Do you guys still want people to email fan art to you? Is it the same email from the art contest? Okay. Yeah, we have in our about section of the YouTube channel, we have an email. You can send us whatever fan art you want. Like, we will totally take it and look at it and most likely email you back. Most likely. We are getting more and more emails recently. This is kind of a personal question, so feel free to ignore if you want, but do you, Caleb, do anything outside of YouTube to earn money, or is it all you really do? I do have something out there that I do to earn money, but YouTube is my primary source of income now because people have been so generous on Patreon. What's your secret fetish? Ultimate Frisbee. I love playing Ultimate Frisbee. When will you shave? Okay, fine. I'll shave this off if you guys really want. But like, I just did it for fun. You know, why not? Jacob and I do live together. Yeah. Is there a way to get to the Discord without being a Patreon? No. It makes things a whole lot easier for us to manage in terms of people that, because we have people that just jump into the Patreon sometimes and just yell out spoilers. And thankfully, we have awesome mods there and stuff as well. But we will never make the Discord any more expensive than it is right now. It's just $1. But it doesn't make practical sense for us to open it up and then have, 5,000 to 10,000 people and then have utter chaos in the Discord. So, yeah. Oh, I'm on a stream. What's up, Caleb? Love your reactions. Greetings from France. Bonjour. Comment allez-vous? No, wait. Is that how you say that? Ça va? That's all I know. How many max slots are you planning on having? We might not go any farther than this in terms of slots unless we get a bunch more editors really soon. We're still looking for more editors, by the way. Please email us at the email that we have for our channel. LV discussions have a lot of fun. Caleb, I think you should respect Jacob's theories more. Oh, this is a good thing to bring up, actually, because there's been a couple times recently where Jacob and I have had to talk to each other about me talking over him. So, like, this is something that I think has become not really an issue, but something we've just talked about, because I'm very quick sometimes to jump in on, like, assuming that I'm right about something, and it's definitely a personal flaw that I have, but just making sure that I'm not shutting down his opportunity to discuss on things for the sake of making sure that there's no dead space during the discussion, you know. So I'm getting better at it slowly but surely. But yeah, if ever I'm being, like, you know, way too, like, jumpy on Jacob's, you know, opinions and stuff, yeah, let me know in the Discord. And let the mods know to confront me or something. I don't do it intentionally, and we don't have any like fight going on about that whole thing. It's just something that I know that I do too often, and that I'm working on stopping to do as much. No beard, please. That's Jacob's character trait. So you still want me looking like a 17-year-old boy? That's cool. I can do that. I can get some cool other hair designs or what have you to make myself stand out a little bit more. Thank God he's shaving this shit off. All right, cool. We need some Frisbee videos in the future, man. You hyped it up enough that I would really like some content about it from you. Well, we'll see. I will try to do more of those little clip things that Patreon does. And who knows, maybe I'll just make those public. Because there's nothing... I don't think there's any issues with making it public. That'd be pretty cool. Have you considered dyeing your hair? No. I don't really want to dye my hair. I've just... No. Will you ever vlog? If anything, we'll do live streaming at some point in the future through Twitch, and those streams will be focused more along kind of the just general interaction, and that could be considered a vlog, but we'll see. What story concept do you want to see more of? Don't know. Oh, bless you. You're like me. Once you think of something, you want to say it before you forget it. Yeah, but it can sometimes get me a little bit in trouble by just talking, too much. Stupid question. Who would win in a fight, you or Jacob? Well, the thing is that Jacob and I have fought like brothers kind of fights over the years, and Jacob's just perpetually gotten stronger and stronger. So right now, it would be more of a technique thing. Do I have enough technique to beat him in a fight? Probably Jacob, just in terms of, like, if you just say arm wrestling, like, Jacob would probably win, but it would be pretty close. Like, I am smaller, but I'm surprisingly not super weak. Caleb, the hair and the beard work. It looks just fine. Only shave if you want to. Well, Lunar, you're super biased. You're like a really big fan and stuff. but thank you. Come on, become the next green-haired YouTuber. No, please, no. Yeah, I do have to verbally process. That's true, but I don't want to do it at the expense of someone else's enjoyment. I never understood what was that wall behind you. This is a background. This is a photo background. This is something that you use to basically restrict and direct the lighting in a studio kind of thing. And we just bought one off Amazon a while back, and it's been our background because there's all kinds of crap behind there that better off just not being visible. Strength versus Dex. Yes. When Jacob and I make characters, I can't tell you enough how many times Jacob goes for like a strength wisdom combination, like strength con wisdom, like to get that like super intimidating, like indomitable will beefcake guy, and I will go for some kind of dex charisma like build every time. It's so funny. Like oh, it's so true. You go to the gym, you look tougher. I go to the gym on and off, but not as much as I used to. Quick rating for Hunter x Hunter. Go 1 to 10. At its worst, Hunter x Hunter is a like 6.5 to 7, and at its best, Hunter x Hunter is like a 9.5. Yeah. There you go. Caleb got a strong right arm from Frisbee. Oh God, no. I have strong calves because of Frisbee. I am very proud of my calves. They're huge. Hi from Spain. It's 12:54 here, and I have an exam tomorrow. I think I have a problem. Hey, we'll get some sleep, do some studying, and you can watch videos of us tomorrow. Shave your head at 100K. There is probably going to be some crazy things we do at 100K, but shaving my head is not going to be one of them. But yeah, I can't promise anything yet. That wall is creepy. It's very, very present, and when you see it move, it's a little like, oh, wait, my immersion is broken. No, it's not an actual wall. It is not Wall Maria. Let us see the crap, Caleb. We've been lied to. Room reveal when? See, that's room reveal is the kind of thing that, you would make sense to do at like, a high sub level, like 100K or something like that. Get a jar that you put $1 into every time you interrupt Jacob. Oh, that actually might work. Because there was a phrase I used to say, and it was, what was it? There was in particular, which I still say a lot, but there was a phrase. Help me out, guys. Those of you that like have been following the channel for a while, there was a phrase I used to say, right? And I stopped it because people were like, wow, you really say that a lot. Shoot, I don't remember what it was, but something like that might work because I don't carry cash on me, but it would get me to stop. That's true. Leg reveal at 100K. Oh man, how old are you guys? I'm 27, just turned 27, and Jacob is 24. 24? 23? Jacob is 23. Yeah, he's 4 years younger than me. That's right. Yeah, please don't shave heads. Remove wall at 100K. Particularly, that's what it is. Stephen Long, it's the idea that, I would say it's the idea that so many times, and people made memes about it. I had to stop because I was just like, oh man. It's like saying, and when you're a public speaker, there's nothing worse than saying, or, over and over again, so. How Jacob has left to Anime Expo, but I thought you two were conjoined at the hip. I know, the illusion is broken. Music taste? I don't like country music, but I pretty much like everything else. I actually really enjoy watching like listening to JoJo OPs, like just for fun now. They're great. Magnets. The thing is basically the alternate iteration of it's the idea that. It was basically the same thing. Have you ever been criticized for watching anime? Yeah. Oh, it's to an extent. That's what it was. It was to an extent. Thank you guys. Oh, that's true. Yep. Oh, really wish you took the criticism in your Hunter x Hunter videos to heart. Love your channel, but there's so many things you could improve regarding overanalyzing, not paying attention to basic things in the show. Yeah, I agree. I am definitely one that overanalyzes a lot, but that's part of the fun, I think, of doing the discussions. Otherwise, the discussions wouldn't go on that long. Let's be real. Like, a lot of the discussions would be over in about 10 to 12 minutes. But if we're not allowed to make dumb theories every once in a while, like, what's the point of all of this? but I'm totally with you in that the paying attention to basic things in the show. That's something I'm getting better at. Like, we're taking notes now on Hunter x Hunter, like specifically Hunter x Hunter, because it's the serious question. What's with you and magnets? I don't know, dude. Apparently, I'm all about magnets. You just have to watch our wow, brain Made in Abyss reactions. That's right. You say hold on, Jacob, a lot. Oh shoot, the shade. Yeah. When was Hunter x Hunter added to worst? I'm assuming it was during the early Chimera Ant arc. No, I'm talking like individual episodes. Like, the arcs in particular are never bad. It's that there's like individual episodes that don't fit within the overall kind of pacing of the show. And I feel like it's just the adaptation, potentially. No, I'm the older one. What? The Jacob memes on Discord were hilarious. Yes, guys, if you're not on the Discord, you should be, because the memes have been getting a little bit crazy, and they're pretty fun. Oh man. Caleb, thanks so much for your words on Avatar. Finally watched the whole show and loved it. I was so skeptical since it was in heart a cartoon. Yeah. A lot of shows in anime and cartoons in general get a little bit of that. It's animated. That's just gross. We don't watch animated stuff. That's not real. You can't see the acting, so it must not be a good story. Pillarman theme master race. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I do listen to my favorite song. It's hard to watch 1 or 2 episodes per week. It is. We do try to make sure that we are 1 episode ahead of schedule, so that if we ever have something crazy happen, we're not behind. But could you get a more consistent time for your uploads, like listening to your discussion when working out, but there's a 3-hour divergence for your uploads? Yeah, eventually, but we still have problems every once in a while making sure that things get edited on time. Like not just us, but like Rop sometimes will have like issues come up and things get delayed a little bit. But we'll at the very least, for the most part, commit to making sure it gets out on the same day. Yeah. I think the dumb theories are the best part, because every once in a while you go so crazy you actually get it right, and it's hilarious. Yeah, MHA was a great example of that, because I think MHA is a little bit more predictable than the average show. But there were a couple things where I went back and rewatched old like Hunter x Hunter videos, old JoJo videos, and there were some of our theories that like came true way before things were done there, and we didn't even know what we were talking about. Caleb, you hug yourself a lot. Get a girlfriend. Okay. Now, the thing about this is that I actually look at this comment and I'm like, oh, thank you. And then I hug myself. Okay. I will seriously work on getting a girlfriend. Just for you, Loathe. Loathe. That's a funny name for it. You ever feel embarrassed or getting too emotional in reaction discussion? No. So this is something why I think Jacob and I, this whole thing, this was meant for us, because Jacob and I have always been in a culture that holds itself back a little bit, and we've always been very expressive when we're with the people that we really care about. But anime reactions are something where we can actually be expressive, and even if people judge us, we don't really care, because there's so much more of you who are so happy that we're being expressive. Like, a lot of people looked at Jacob's reactions way back in the day and were like, wow, this guy's really like faking it. He's kind of putting on like a face and stuff. But what you don't understand is that for Jacob and I, we like have gotten better and better at functioning in social situations, but we're really hardcore introverts. So being expressive all the way is something that we're not used to, because we want to be overly expressive and be passionate and let you guys know exactly how we're feeling, but it's not easy. We haven't had a lot of practice, basically. So this channel is actually helping us get better in social situations. I kid you not. Like, Jacob and I have both had friendships and opportunities and connections open up, not because they know anything about the channel, but just because we know how to express our emotions better. And I can't thank you guys enough for that, for being there with us, because it was very weird in the beginning, just kind of being ourselves in front of a whole bunch of people that aren't really there, but then seeing kind of the feedback and stuff, it brought me to it brought me to tears. I don't know. It's just really cool. So thank you. To an extent, brushes hairs. In particular, hug self. Yep. There's a list of like Calebisms out there. You could go on for a day listing things there. Semblance of self-love. Why is it so cold where you are? Put on a sweater, Caleb. I'm not cold. It's hot here. Like, it's summertime. This is nice. Someone's self-love, the glasses, the jerseys, and the blonde hair. Do you feel like Tsukishima, Caleb? I think my old self was Tsukishima. Like, very much my old self. A little bit cynical, kind of condescending. Not as passionate. Love the vids, man. Aw, all the love. Thanks, guys. I feel bad when I can't cry for a show I love sometimes. It's like super emotional, but the tears aren't there, man. Isaiah, I totally know what that's like. There was a show. Shoot, what was it? And I couldn't cry. Dang it. It's killing me. If I remember, I'll let you guys know. Don't feel shame. We don't. I love that about this channel. The open vulnerability of it reminds me of Critical Role. Oh, whoa. Jacob's, you just made Jacob's day and he's not even here. I'm going to tell him about that. That's awesome. My heart is better. Aw. AK Games 22. Hey, one reason many others love your vids is because of your expressiveness. Oh, glad to hear it. Thank you. I feel like they would either love or despise Steven Universe. Okay, we haven't really looked into Steven Universe. We'll look into it now. Caleb, I've rewatched your MHA reactions so many times that I know you guys say in certain scenes. Wow, thank you for rewatching the videos. I think you and many others are the reason why our MHA videos have so many freaking views. It's crazy. Oh, guys, thank you so much for the compliments. I appreciate it. Like, do any of you guys ever take the love language test? It's really interesting because I think that specifically with my love languages, which are one, quality time, and then words of affirmation, I haven't needed as much words of affirmation from people in real life because of how much affirmation comes through the comments and things on Discord and just interacting with people in the channel and stuff. So like that kind of stuff just, it means a lot. So thank you guys. But then the quality time we can get from people in the Discord is also great. So yeah, you guys are way too kind. Thank you so much. I know I'm missing a lot of questions and stuff. Oh, maybe it was Ancient Magus Bride, Mesker. When you can't cry for a show, you feel empty somehow. Just that feeling after watching Ancient Magus Bride. There were a couple moments in Ancient Magus Bride where I felt brought to tears, but I couldn't actually cry. I don't know if that was just because I was thirsty that day, but I feel like there was a couple episodes in Magus Bride that brought that feeling up for me. Oh, it was a different show that I'm thinking of, though. I'm not sure. Just join. The comment glasses are red, not orange. I have heard. But hey, you can't deny these look really freaking cool. So who cares? Can someone make a t-shirt with all the Caleb and Jacob phrases? We have thought about making some kind of Caleb or Jacob meme shirts, but we'll hold back on those until we make the perfect idea. But hey, if you want to submit ideas, as to like t-shirt ideas, like send them to us in whatever media format. Discord will get to us the fastest. But yeah, please do that. What are you most excited to watch each week? Everything. I'm mostly excited that like I get to hang out with my brother, and Jacob and I have just clicked over the years. We have a language that we can speak amongst each other it's really special. I don't really know how to describe it. Okay, it's getting a little bit past the time where I said I would stop, so I'm gonna wrap things up in about 5 minutes. Okay, so 5 minutes. 5 minutes. What can we talk about in 5 minutes? We can talk about specifically those of you that are going to RTX Austin, Texas, 2018, all that in August. We're going to be putting up pretty quickly a Discord channel specifically for kind of planning the interactions and stuff like that. Once that whole thing is going, we're going to be planning a meet and greet there. And we're going to be there a little bit after the event as well to make sure that we get, extra time with you guys. So there's that. That's going to be pretty awesome. I can't wait to meet a lot of you there. Oh wait, did I see a really cool t-shirt idea? I think I did. No spoilers t-shirt. That's pretty good. The thing is, it's so generic, it might just work. Like that might be it just perfectly. But we'd have to find some kind of graphic to go with it beyond it just being a no spoilers shirt. But that could be pretty good. Self-hug t-shirt would be great. Yeah, there you go. Tried rewatching your Magus Bride reactions, but some of them were taken down. I'll look into that. Magus Bride shouldn't be getting taken down. It's production IG, and the only thing that Magus Bride had that was making it a little bit worrisome was it had a lot of music in there. So maybe they need to be re-uploaded. We'll see about that. Oh, how do you feel when you predict certain things and they come true, namely for JoJo? JoJo in particular. If we ever get a JoJo prediction correct, we feel so excited because the show is so chaotic and ridiculous that if we're actually like following along with the narrative thread of the story, we feel like we might actually be able to create something cool ourselves. In Sanilum 13, we will be in Austin for RTX 2018. It's the Rooster Teeth Expo. It's through the first week of August. So yeah, stay tuned for announcements on that on Twitter. And then if you want to be more interactive with the whole thing there, we will have a channel in our Discord specifically for that. An All Might Says No Spoilers t-shirt. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, a silhouette of both Jacob's and Caleb's hair with a shush figure in front. That's pretty good. Okay. I'm totally down to design t-shirt stuff if you ever need it. We'll see. We might not be taking like direct designs from anyone, but we might be taking ideas. So we'll see. Might and Abyss is a very cheerful and happy show. What do you guys think is the hardest part about being a React channel? I think it's primarily just making sure that you're interacting with the community, and I do feel like React channels have gotten a bad rep over the years because they kind of sift to the lowest common denominator when it comes to producing the content. So being respectful of the content that you're reacting to is something that I feel like is something a lot of people don't really appreciate as much, but then there are those that do. So I feel like that's why I don't know. I feel like that's just something that, we want to take to heart and hold there. You're a clever human being, Caleb. Oh, thanks for the compliment. I appreciate it. Why can't I check out your MAL? It might be the link, but MyAnimeList has been broken for like the last like month or so. Like MyAnimeList is like the website is so screwed up right now. So it might not be us in particular. I just said in particular. All right, I'm going to wrap things up here. It was very cool to interact with you guys. Remember, one of the best ways to get questions like that are kind of big, deep questions answered by us are in our podcast, and that's what this live stream was essentially replacing. So if you have a question that's related to like, stories or kind of something where you want a big kind of interaction with us with that, our podcasts have a Q&A section at the second half of all the videos for that. So Go to find the current podcast right now. Leave questions in the comments, and a good high percentage of those will be answered in the next podcast. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being on here and catching up with me. Wow, we had, at the highest point, we had over 200 people here. That's really cool for an impromptu live stream. Yeah, I'm just going to shout out all the people that are still here. JTD, Kasim, Mayeli, Loathe, HD Warrior, Fishy Virginia, and Sun Island, Lex, Firo, Drakira, PD, Pyro, Ruben, Steven. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all next time.